Peace. Welcome back to your mats. Today's practice will focus on the core. I know you're probably really excited because you're thinking that six-pack abs is where it's at. Well, in addition to creating absolutely amazing abs, it's really important, you guys, that you strengthen your core to reduce the risk of lower back pain, to create great posture, and to provide a lot of stability and balance within the body. We'll flow through a couple of asanas that just focus directly on the core, but then we'll focus on some things that will strengthen the spine as well. Go ahead and join me in a balanced tabletop on your mat. So as always, you guys, we're starting in a balanced tabletop. We'll separate the knees hip-width distance apart, pressing the hips back towards the heels and allowing our arms to extend forward. You can grab a pillow and place it behind your bottoms if you have difficulty getting the hips towards the heels. You want to extend the arms forward, you guys, if this is available to you. If this is not available, you can always place a pillow or a book or possibly even a yoga block if you have it right here under your head. So you'll slowly start to become an observer of your breath, inhaling through your nose and then exhaling through your nose with sound. Acknowledge yourself as always for pressing play. And we'll just sit and observe stillness for just a moment. Relax the palms, relax the shoulders, and just allow your body to sink into your mat. Inhale, you guys, come on back up into a balanced tabletop, allowing the shoulders to stack above the wrists and the hips to stack above the knees. You'll draw your navel in towards your spine and engage your navel lock. As you inhale, you'll gaze up towards the ceiling and send your tailbone skyward. As you exhale, you'll pull your chin in towards your chest, draw the navel in towards the spine and tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, gaze up towards the ceiling, send your tailbone skyward. And then exhale, chin tucks in towards the chest. Pull the navel in towards the spine, tuck your tailbone under. So you guys will take maybe 2 or 3 cat-cow breaths on your own. And remember, when you're doing cat-cow breaths, sometimes your spine may require something more. So you can always just kind of shift the hips over towards the left heel. And then on the inhale, you'll come back to the middle. And then maybe on your exhale, you'll press the right hip closer towards the right heel. So you always want to just give your spine exactly what you feel like it needs for the day. When you're done, I'll meet you right back in this balanced tabletop. So you guys are already really familiar with the spinal balance as this was in video 1. You're going to inhale and bring the right knee as close to the right elbow as possible. As you exhale, press the right heel straight back, flexing the right foot and then dropping the right hip in line with the left. So this is where you really want to shift your focus away from that right leg and bring your awareness to your tummy. Really draw the navel in. Imagine that your belly button is connecting with your spine. If you feel extremely stable here, you'll extend the opposite arm straight forward. It's really important, you guys, to maintain stability and balance in this pose, that you keep your gaze forward and you really keep the navel drawn in. Take a deep breath here. On the exhale, bring the left palm to the mat. Allow the right knee to follow. Inhale, gaze up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring the chin in towards the chest. Draw the navel in towards the spine and tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, gaze up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring the chin in towards the chest. Draw the navel in towards the spine, tuck your tailbone under. Go ahead and inhale to a neutral spine. And then we'll just hold it here for the exhale. The next time you inhale, you guys, bring the left knee as close to the left elbow as possible. As you exhale, press the left heel back, flexing the left foot, and then dropping the left hip in line with the right. Press through the heel of the hands and lift your heart forward. Start to draw the navel in towards the spine again, engaging your abdominal muscles. If you feel extremely stable here, you'll extend the opposite arm straight forward. Your gaze is forward, your thumb faces towards the ceiling. You're inhaling your spine 1 millimeter longer. You're gonna hold it here, you guys, for maybe 2 more of your breaths. Take a deep breath here. On the exhale, return the right palm to the mat. Return the left knee to the mat. Take 2 cat-cow breaths, you guys. After your 2 cat-cow breaths, go ahead and return to a neutral spine. We're going to drop the forearms or the elbows to our mats. And then we can interlock the fingers here if this is more stable for you, or you can keep your palms right here on the mat. You're going to untuck the toes. This should be extremely familiar with you from the video on yesterday. This is an inversion, but it's also working the core muscles. Untuck your toe. You're going to start to lift your hips up and back, but today you're just going to keep the knees bent. You're going to keep the knees bent here for 3 breaths, and then you'll slowly start to extend the hips up towards the ceiling, keeping your navel drawn in. Relax the space behind your knees. Try to relax your quadricep muscles, you guys, and then relax the shoulders. Soften the space around your heart. Inhale and look forward. You're going to start to walk the feet all the way back beyond the scope of your mat. And then just lower the hips towards your mat into a low plank. You'll drop the knees. Undo the hands, bring the palms to the mat. Untuck the toes. Let the hips connect with the mat. And then inhale, lift the heart forward, pressing the elbows and palms into the mat. So shifting from the belly, you guys, paying a little bit of attention to the spine. This is called Sphinx pose. You'll exhale, walk the elbows out a bit, and then slowly lower your forehead to your mat. Walk the fingertips back in line with your breastplate, pressing the heel of the hands into your mat. Keep the feet separated, hip-width distance apart. As you inhale, lift the chest forward, roll the shoulder blades back into upward facing dog. We'll hold it here, you guys, for 3 breaths. And then you'll untuck your toes. Using your abdominal muscles, you're going to press your hips all the way up and back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, you'll inhale and you'll shift your body weight forward to a plank. You'll exhale and lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. You'll inhale, shift your body weight forward into a high plank. Exhale, lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, shift your body weight forward into a high plank. We're going to hold it right here, you guys, for 3 breaths. Pressing the heels back. Shifting from the upper and lower core, we're going to focus on the obliques. Press the left palm into the mat, shift your body weight to the left side, and extend the right arm straight up. Gaze at your right thumb. If this is not available to you, go ahead and drop the left knee to your mat and keep reaching up. Take a deep breath here. On the exhale, bring your right palm back to your mat. You'll just switch sides. Dropping the right heel, dropping the left foot. Extend the left arm up. Gaze at your left thumb. You can also drop the right knee on this side if you need to modify it. Return the left palm to the mat. Turn the left foot in. Extend that right leg all the way up and back, you guys, or step it back into a plank. You're going to press the heels back. You're going to inhale and shift forward, look forward. Exhale, press your heels back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, drop your knees, untuck your toes, lower your chest towards your mat. Separate the feet hip-width distance apart. Relax the shoulders. Let the palms face up. Drop your left ear to your mat. If you feel a little bit of resistance in the low back, just bring the heels in towards your glutes. Drop your feet over to the left side. Drop your feet over to the right side. And then slowly bring your heels back to the middle. Drop your toes. Bring your fingertips in line with your breastplate again. Press all the way back into an upward table. Sweep the feet over to the right. Drop your hips to the left. And go ahead and sit on your bottom. Inhale, extend the arms up towards the ceiling. Gaze at your thumbs. As you exhale, just fold forward, allowing the palms to land where they land. We'll take a gentle twist. Take the right palm to the outside of the left foot and extend the left arm straight back, gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale, reach that left hand forward. Take the left palm to the outside of the right foot. Extend the right arm back, gaze over the right shoulder. Extend the right arm over towards the left. Take a deep breath here, you guys. As you exhale, see if you can soften your elbows a bit, bringing your upper body closer towards your mat. And then inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, palms behind your back, fingertips facing your bottom. Walk down to the elbows. Keep your elbows right here. Your last core asana, you guys. Start to lift the legs and then bend the knees. We're going into Navasana or boat pose. So this may be where you start if it's available to you. Start to lift up, extending both arms forward. So this is half Navasana. You're going to bring your hands into the center of your heart. As you exhale, start to straighten the legs. Lower all the way down to your mat. Release the arms out wide like a letter T. Bend the knees in. Bring the knees in closer towards the heart. Cross the legs at the ankles. Flip the palms so that they're facing the floor or your mat. Drop your knees over to the right side as close to the right elbow as possible. And gaze over the left shoulder. And then inhale, slowly move back to the middle. As you exhale, knees over towards the left elbow, gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, move back to the middle. On the exhale, wrap your arms around your knees, give yourself a hug, rock back and forth, you guys, maybe side to side, giving your sacrum and your lumbar a massage. Release your arms, extend the right leg forward, extend the left leg forward. Allow your palms to face up. Separate the feet hip width distance apart or beyond. Walk the shoulders out, create as much space as you need to between the shoulders. Welcome to Shavasana. May you all be peaceful. May you all have great health. May you all be prosperous. May you all be granted the wisdom, the courage, and the energy necessary to do whatsoever it is your heart desires. May no harm come to you. May no problems come to you. May you all meet with extreme success. May blessings, peace, love, healing, and abundance flow freely through each of your lives. Until we meet again, on your mats, the divine in me bows in gratitude to the divine in each of you. Happy Thursday, you guys. Namaste.